Don't wait. So we're going to go into the 8 core drives that drive purchasing decisions. By the end of this, hopefully you'll understand what the LifeForce 8 is. You're going to need to reference this video a couple of different times because it's almost impossible to get it all on one read. And you're going to start seeing commercials the way that marketers see commercials. Understand this. When I talk about marketing as the entire discipline of finding a market, advertising is a specific discipline within marketing. So they're interchangeable, but they're not interchangeable, if that makes sense. Got it? Got it. All right. So I want you to recognize how these drives influence advertising strategies. And I want you to start looking on television, seeing where you're seeing these ads and seeing what LifeForce 8 is represented in the different ads that you watch. So, and the case studies are just going to be the ads that I can think of off the top of my head, but this is where you develop your own case studies for each LifeForce 8 component. All right. So we're going to condense the nonsense and jump into the factual information. Core drive number 1 is survival and life extension. So these are products that allow you to survive as a human being. Think about people who have chronic illnesses or ailments or whatnot, or if it's not a chronic thing, it's something that can end your life and you have to take medicine or something to address that or seek some kind of treatment to help you out with that. But also think emergency weight loss and things along those lines. These are products. So these are going to be things that target the basic human drive to survive and to live a long and healthy life. And so you're going to see this in pharmaceutical marketing, but you can also see it in weight loss. And some of these, the addendum that I should have put at the beginning is some of these things do crossover. Some of these LifeForce 8s do bleed into each other. And it's really a matter of perspective on how you see them. So first one, like I said, is survival life extension. You're going to see these most prominently in advertisements for medication or medical services, anything that aligns with that, where it's like we're extending your life or improving the quality of your life. We are making sure that your health is top notch so that you can live a long and prosperous life. These are the things that are there. And so think of what in the commercials, the imagery in some of these commercials, where if it's something that'll keep you bedridden, if you take the medicine, you'll be able to get up and function. You're going to see images of people walking outdoors and going outside and meeting with friends and doing fun stuff, things that living people can do when they aren't incapacitated by illness. And so those are the imagery you're going to see in those commercials. There's an intent behind the way that they film those because they want to show you people enjoying life. So that's what that drive tickles. And so start writing it down. And maybe that's the assignment. Write down these commercials as you see commercials and you're watching regular TV. And I'm telling you to watch the commercials because you don't learn how to be a marketer if you skip all the commercials. Sorry. You need to see what is at play in some of these commercials. So like I said, this is going to be healthcare pharmaceutical marketing. Drive 2 is going to be enjoyment of food and beverages. Now this sounds pretty straightforward, and it is. This is food ads where they're showing you the burger in the fast food restaurant. They're showing it sizzling over a fire and, oh, how good it looks. And they spend a lot to get food designers to come in there and sometimes make fake food that looks real, but they want to show you the texture and how juicy it is and all that other stuff. Or how somebody coming in from a long day, they're hot, they grab the refreshment, they drink it, and it refreshes them and cools them off. So enjoyment of food and beverages is another one. But you're also going to see some crossover with dental appliances. A lot of denture stuff. When I was growing up, it was the fix it and forget it kind of stuff where you don't want your dentures coming off while you're trying to eat, do you? That can impede your enjoyment of food and beverages. But also stuff like Sensodyne toothpaste, because their big hook is it takes the sensitivity out of teeth so you can enjoy hot and cold foods without pain. So there's a couple of areas where it does crossover. But yeah, it's going to be more aligned with any consumption of food or beverage. And they're going to play with the imagery to make it tantalizing and appealing to you so that you want to eat it. They're not going to show you what your fast food really looks like when you get in the box and the bag's been dropped and the cheese is on the cheese on your burger is stuck to the top side of the container it's in, and they just slathered a bunch of all the toppings on there, so it's a big huge mess. They're going to show you how it looks, and it's going to look some like appealing, like when you pick the cheese up on the commercial where they grab the piece of pizza and it has the cheese stringing off of it. It never happens in real life. It never looks like that in real life, but they're going to show it to you in that commercial. So, but yeah, that's what it is. And so they're going to appeal to your sensory and your practical needs. So not only the visual piece of it, but do you have sensitive teeth? Use the Sensodyne so your teeth aren't so sensitive. But food, beverage, alcohol, things along those lines, that's what's going to fall under core drive number 2. Number 3 is freedom from fear, pain, and danger. Now, this is where this gets interesting, and it can be a little bit insidious. When I'm recording this right now, we're in the midst of election season, and most of these political ads fall into core drive number 3. But it also, you're going to see it in insurance. Sometimes you even see it in car manufacturers when they show the car crashing into the wall with the dummies. They want to show that the car, you'll survive the car crash and walk away from the car crash. But specifically with political ads, look how they're framing different aspects of it, specifically what they're talking about. The imagery always follows along the lines of what the politicians are saying. The backdrop that they use always speaks to who they feel like their core audience is. So just pay attention to it and start dissecting the ads and realize that it is playing with somebody's emotions. And the idea is, the piece is, I want you to be scared so you vote for me. But to me, that's the icky one, because to me, that feels unethical. But everybody's going to have their own things. And if you have a product that is about keeping people safe, then you need to show this is what my product prevents. And this is how my product keeps you safe. So it is what it is. But watch insurance ads specifically. The one where it's the dude that is the trouble and he's always going around destroying things, and you need to get the insurance to keep him from ruining your day or ruining your life. The mayhem. I'm mayhem, and this is what I do. And it's always about him ruining somebody's day or life or house or car or whatever. That's what this ad plays into. You need the insurance so that when mayhem comes, you're at least protected against it. The same thing with the goose, the Affleck goose and things like that. It shows you images of things going wrong and how this specific insurance will help offset that thing that's gone wrong. So, but yeah, and again, the homework assignment is to watch these ads and see what I'm talking about. Let's try to center myself a little bit.